I've lost all ambition, a world of your flame, a flame in your heart, down in your heart, you see.
Shall I entertain you with my theater or my life? Assuming that there's much difference between them. The truth is, I don't know whether or not I can ever again receive a persuasively favorable critical response to my theater work in this country. But I am not embittered, nor even greatly disconcerted by this dilemma in which I find myself.
So before we start, can you correct my ignorance and tell me what a memory play is?
A memory play, okay. The show is based on Tennessee Williams' autobiography called Memory.
Memoirs.
Memoirs, called Memoirs. And it is all about his memories of his life from the 30s through the 70s. So the play sort of takes place in sort of a nebulous space where it sort of represents his memories.
I read somewhere that you, because you're using only his words, you actually consider it the latest Tennessee Williams.
One could consider. That's how I like to phrase it. One could consider it is. The idea of the memory play really harkens back to the Glass Menagerie, which is a memory play. It's a person who's looking back on his life and maybe not telling it exactly the way it happened. He's telling it the way he remembers it. And that's what we're sort of hearkening into.
So I'm here in Provincetown, as I just mentioned. Do we feature a lot in the play?
Provincetown? Yes. Well, yes, he's actually there. He during his life, he was there quite a bit.
I know.
And we have a very long portion that happens in Provincetown that is very funny.
Yes.
And probably very rude as well.
A bit.
Things have got tamer since we left. So let's tell me now then what Kind Stranger is about.
Well, Kind Stranger is it is about Tennessee Williams' life from the 1930s to the 1970s, 1975. He wrote the book between 1972 and 75. So it's really his view of his life during those periods, that period of time in his years. So he may not always be the most faithful narrator, but he is our narrator. And I think he judges himself and his life very honestly and very candidly. At times, maybe not as reliable as the audience may get. That maybe he's telling things that aren't exactly the way they happened.
You mean the gay man?
And a gay man. But he's, we always try to make our histories a little better. But that's really what the play is about. And we cover all of his plays. We cover quite a few of them. We covered the big three, obviously. And it's sort of a backstage look of how the plays were created. But really, what we tried to do in the adaptation was show that his life reflected his plays and his plays reflected his life. So what was going on in his life is what he was writing about.
Rick, are there any favorite parts of his life you like best of all?
Well, there are some funny stories that happen in Provincetown that are particularly hilarious. So that's a fun part of the play. And he's very candid about his entire life. So there's different reasons to have affection for different parts of his life. His relationship with the love of his life is lovely and sad. So that's just a different color of his emotional journey. So
I don't know what he would have thought about gay marriage, but here you are, a gay married couple, putting this on together. I think, Rick, you're the star, because frankly, I could never let my husband direct me in anything.
But he does, doesn't he?
So should I ask, is there only fights on set?
No fights on set. I mean, listen, we've been together a very long time, and we've worked together in every
Have
capacity.
you done this before? Have you done an operation like this before in a project where you're working together?
We've done, we've,
Yeah.
I've acted in plays that Steven has
Okay.
directed,
Okay.
but we created this together, so it is very
Intense.
intense.
Why this project and why now?
Rick has had this idea for like the last 5 or 6 years, and he keeps telling me about it. And I did a play in 2022 that went to the Edinburgh Festival, and it was a one-person show. And I found a real new love for doing one-person
Yeah.
shows. They're really, to direct one is really, it's very intimate and it's very intense working with one actor. It's great. So I just, when he told me, and he kept talking about the idea, and I'm like, it's perfect for Edinburgh. We should go to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And then, for whatever reason, he handed me the memoir about 5, 6 months ago.
Hmm.
And he said, just read the forward. And I did. And it was captivating. The language in the
Hmm.
book.
Hmm.
Tennessee Williams writes like
Yeah.
nobody else. If you can say it in 5 words, he'll say it in 15.
Hmm.
You know, so I fell in love with the language, and why do I feel it's appropriate now? Well, there's a weird sort of zeitgeist that's going around, and I feel like Tennessee Williams is becoming his reputation is sort of circling back around again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's becoming important again. There are a couple of really huge productions that have just been done again of his plays. The one of Streetcars, the first one that sort of
Hmm.
comes to mind. There was also a Cat on a Hot Tin Cat on a Hot Tin Roof that was done recently. So I don't know. I just sort of felt like for both of us in our personal lives, the time was right. And now that we actually have the play out there, it feels like people are starting to become really interested in him again. And that's really exciting.
I would have thought you would have given me Rick's answer, which is he just wanted to play Blanche Dubois.
Well, there is that.
Yeah, that's the honest answer, Ben. Rick, who's your favorite Blanche over the years?
Well, now, after reading about his love affair with Laura Taylor,
Yeah.
I have to agree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, it is legendary. Of course, I didn't see it, but it's in the lore of history that it was one of the most amazing performances ever on stage ever. And now my favorite Blanche is myself.
Well, that's good. That's good. So this is part of something called the Dream Up Festival in New York. What's that about?
The Theater for the New City does a Dream Up Festival every year. I think this is the 15th year that they're doing it. They bring in 25 plays from around the world. That's what I hear. I mean, internationally and both in the States. And it's going to be a collection of 25 productions that go up in about a 3-week period. So I'm very excited about just being part of the festival and seeing all the other artists and their work, and just being in a community of artists all putting on shows at the exact same time.
It's only for a few nights. Do you have any plans of taking this elsewhere? No.
Yes.
Well, the original
I'm
plan,
not offering you.
Yeah.
the original plan was to go to Edinburgh in 2026. So
Okay.
this sped up the process. And I was like, what? I need to learn all of that in 2 months? Oh my God. So it's been insane. But I think on the other side of the New York production, we're planning to do a production in Los Angeles.
Okay.
After that, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, we're very proud of that. This is the first time we have our own resident correspondent up in Edinburgh, which is I'm very happy about.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's very good. So, Stephen, we want to change the subject. I know you're the executive director, I think, or producer of the Real Housewives franchise.
I'm an editor on it. I'm an editor.
Would you
on it.
ever cast him?
No. No. I would never put ourselves in that kind of zoo. But I respect every single cast member that signs up for that show.
It's not something I want to automatically, but I'm like you, I'm a good husband. My husband's obsessed with them.
Oh, well, there you go. And we go on vacations all the time, and somebody asks what I do for a living, and I say I edit for Bravo, and people just immediately buy me drinks. So I'm very happy for that.
I have to say that he's turned me on to him because we come from Miami, and I love Marisol. you know.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. See, everyone has their favorite.
I know. But it's like, it's a bit like RuPaul's Drag Race. Will it ever stop?
No.
Will it be
No.
another one?
What I like to say is all we did was take over the soap opera.
Yeah.
We are now, that's basically what we do. It's serialized and people become invested in these people's lives, and God bless them for doing it. I have no idea why you'd ever want to, but you know, great. But I have a ton of respect for every single cast member on those shows.
Good. Good to talk to you. When do you start to play now?
August 24th.
Oh, I've got plenty of time to put this up. We'll run over details and run over details of you too, so people can pester you if they want to see it elsewhere. Good to talk to you both.
Good to talk to you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.